Hello, Kimi lovers! I am the Dr. Bere and welcome to once again in your space Quimiqueando con la Doctora Bere. Today, we're going to talk about a topic that always sparks a lot of conversation: modified corn, also known as GMOs. Is it good? Is it bad? Or is it simply a topic full of doubts and opinions? Let's discover it together because there are many myths and also interesting facts worth knowing. So put on your safety goggles and join me on this fascinating scientific journey.
Let's start with the basics. What does GMO mean? GMO stands for genetically modified organism. It's a living being. It could be a plant, an animal, or even a microorganism whose genetic material has been adjusted in the lab using biotechnology tools. Why do this? Usually to give specific traits that will take a long time to appear naturally. For example, in corn, modifications can help it resist drought, tolerate certain pests without needing as many chemicals, or even improve its nutrition value. A key point to understand that is the process doesn't mean creating a completely new food from scratch. It's about taking a plant we already know and making precise adjustments to its genetic information. In summary, GMOs are a modern way to fine-tune what nature and human selection have done for thousands of years, but faster and more precisely. One of the most common myths is that eating modified corn can be harmful to health. In reality, according to numerous studies reviewed by scientists worldwide, there is no reliable evidence that consuming this type of corn causes negative effects in people. In fact, international food safety organizations such as the World Health Organization and the European Food Safety Authority have evaluated these foods and considered them safe for consumption. Another very common myth that is modified corn is not natural. The truth that is the old corn we know today is the result of thousands of years of human selection. From Teostintle is a small and thought wild relative to the corn we eat today. Farmers have always chosen plants with the most useful traits: bigger kernels, better flavor, or resistance to certain conditions. Biotechnology doesn't create something completely new. It simply allows this specific change to happen faster and in a more controlled way, without altering the essence of the food. In other words, modified corn is part of the ongoing story of how humans have worked with nature and improved crops, something we have been doing for generations. Now, let's look at reality. Modified corn can offer practical benefits for agriculture. For example, some varieties need less water, which helps in regions with dry climates. They can also resist certain pests more naturally, reducing the need for some chemicals and often allow for higher food production per hectare. However, it's not all advantage. Scientists and farmers are still analyzing how these plants interact with the environment and local biodiversity. So, while there are clear benefits for agriculture and food supply, there are also open questions about crop rotation, genetic diversity, and long-term sustainability. That's why it's important to continue studying them and making decisions based on reliable evidence, not just opinions or rumors.
In summary, modified corn is neither a hero nor a villain. It's a scientific tool with clear benefits, such as helping to produce more food and use fewer resources, but it also raises questions that we are still exploring about the environment and the biodiversity. The most important thing is getting informed with reliable data and not just rely on rumors. Now, I want to hear your opinion. What do you think about modified corn? Leave in the comments, share this video so more people learn the facts behind the myths. Click like if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us in all social media to keep exploring science in Quimiqueando con la doctora Bere. Bye bye, Kimi lovers!